Okay. Hi. Welcome to Hello World, or Coding to Reality, or Tea Time, or whatever I will call this vlog. Um, start, start to introduce myself. So, I'm Netboard, or Netbook, or Netrod, or whatever you call me. Or Samuel, which is my real name. Anyway. I've been starting to look a lot on watching a lot of YouTube. I have been this kind of passive YouTuber for a long time, and not only to watch kittens and stuff, but I have become more like watching YouTube as you watch TV, or as I used to watch TV. I actually haven't watched TV in, can it be like 7 years for real or something like that? Anyway, so what I was saying, uh, and I found this great amount of channels to watch, and I haven't time to watch every one of them. But there's two channels I watch the most. Um, One of them is Day 9 because I've started to play StarCraft. Or actually, I started to play StarCraft, and then I found Day 9, and then Day 9 actually was more fun to watch than to play StarCraft. So I'm kind of hooked on that. I like the funny ones the most. They're so funny to watch. Like, I would love to do that tactic, but I'm not as skilled as them, so I would probably not be able to make it work. But they do, and it's fun to watch. Um, and then it's this girl that goes by the name Dodger, um, that has some channel that they call Coffee, or the channel is named something else. But if you search Coffee and Dodger, you'll find her. She also has a channel called Press Hard to Continue, which is some kind of game news. I'm not that interested in that because even though I like games, I'm kind of like certain games, and then I love them like too much. But I'm not that interested in news. But she actually has this coffee time. This is very interesting because she talks about like anything, things she had been doing or she has to remember, and she always drinks coffee. So I drink tea. That's good. So I was thinking that I should start vlogging, because I want to start a series that is called Hello World, where I teach people to program better. Kind of Day 9 being a better gamer, but in a sense more being a better programmer. So in that series, I hope, if I get the time and effort put into it and stuff, that we will look at some programs and some other ways to implement them, and then why we should solve it in this or that way. And maybe sometimes go through some programming methodology, like test-driven development and what that is, and things like that. And I hope that I'll stop which I do a lot, actually, and hopefully get better English. That's a must. So I was actually thinking of talking about something else than blabbing about this, what I should do. And the thing I should talk about is what I've done today. What I've done today, more than going to Gothenburg and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I live in Alingsås, which is close to Gothenburg. Is I have been doing some poi. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Poi in Swedish, anyway. It's the thing when you throw around balls of fire in chains. I don't have balls of fire, but I do have bottles. you know, the plastic kind of bottles that you have to that you get to drink, like half a liter, something like that. So I took that and some string and I made a knot and loop, and filled them a little bit of water. And then I went out in the dark, close to a street lamp post, whatever, and started playing. It was quite nice. And actually, that's the first time I've heard about doing pies with bottles, because every other trick I found is kind of doing it with some kind of fabric or tennis balls, kind of that stuff. So I would like to give that to you as a good way of getting some, and you can pour less or more water into the bottle afterwards, so you can make them more heavy, which is easier if you're strong enough to swing them, because then you can swing them slow, which is better when you're doing like track tactics. And if you're good, you should show someone else. Have the heavy ones, because then they can see what you're doing in that slow tempo. That's good. So you can learn the chase and the 3-4 beat wave or whatever. So that I've done today, besides work and this. So I'm not going to talk much longer, because I'm trying to keep the time down. But I'm going to tell you what I'm having as tea, because I'm kinda trying to switch tea from time to time. And because it's late, I actually should go to bed. This is a non-tea tea. It's fruit and stuff. Caribbean. It says that it's new. I don't know how new it is, because I bought it a while ago, but it's good. So that wraps it up. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I think I'll go back and re-edit some stuff, so it's kind of choppy. It's because I did say something I shouldn't have said, or for too long. So see you some other time. Hopefully you will join me then too. Bye.